Ready to go?
Ready?
Welcome back to Mik'd Up. It's February 9th. Wednesday, February 9th. Jay Mitch walking into the building just in time, right on time, 11:04, right where he needs to be. I locked him out. Let's see if he can open this door.
Let's let this man in.
Welcome back. We got a freaking outrageous show. We got an unbelievable show today. We got football talk, Super Bowl week. We are sucker for prop bets. We got basketball.
How we doing? How we living?
Is LSU basketball back? I think so, maybe.
It needed to win.
Looked great. Pinson's back. Makes them look really good. Super Bowl week. There's a lot of storylines coming out there. Kyler Murray is getting a little petty. Deleted a bunch of stuff off of his Instagrams. I guess that's the new way to go. We got some prop bets. We are a sucker for props. So we got an outrageous show. We got some lockout talk. Doesn't look like it's coming down to an end anytime soon. So we got another announcement to make, a little bit more about our show, what we're doing, expanding, growing, doing cooler things. Jay Mitch is here. Going to be a part of it. He's here. Chad Jones.
Present.
Chad Jones called and said that he had some car trouble. So for all of you that subscribed and liked and wanted to listen to Chad talk, you're going to have to do it for another week because he's coming next Wednesday. He had to put his car in the shop, hard to drive from New Orleans with no car. Steering wheel had a little, I don't want, Chad's had some car incidents.
And Chad's had some history with some car trouble.
I don't need Chad.
We'll get it right. We'll see him next week.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Chad, look, he called me. 9:45 calls me, says, hey bro, I love you, but I got some stuff going on with my steering wheel. I said, no, bring it in, we'll figure it out. He goes, I'll be there next week. So we got next week. But we had some bets last night. We worked on some graphics. The graphics we have on TV right now. Boom. I went 3 and 2.
Look at that.
Jack went 1 and 2. Lloyd just decides to stay away from picks and has all of his futures on there.
That's right. I got too much.
Let me get that back up there real quick. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I got a lot of futures.
You
Same
got
one.
three.
I don't know what y'all betting on last night. All my dollars is on the Super Bowl.
Out of credit, dude.
We got last night's bets and Lloyd for week.
And the Lloyd prop bets. And we got whatever. So
I'm out of credit. What do you want from me?
I wanted to bet the LSU basketball game. I just did not know.
Yeah,
also,
I wasn't touching it. Just
wanted to bet the Auburn game. Rat line. Got him. Looking for the cheese. Got him. Screwed him. Did you bet it?
No,
we talked about
I didn't.
it, but did you bet it?
Wait,
No,
so
I
you
stayed away from the
this
cheese.
LSU game too?
I stayed away from it, and I stayed away from the Auburn game.
I stayed far away because I wanted to bet the game before. I'm thinking to myself, like, man, 1-5 in the last 6. They go to Vandy, like, bet, man. They got to win this one. And I was late, so I didn't bet. And then they got blown out over there. I was like, you know what? I'm staying away from this next one. I ain't
away.
touching this.
And they blew him out. But it shows you how much Pinson means to the team, right? Like, he was 85, 90%, they said, and, like, you can see the difference, right? Like, now obviously...
He's just a good point guard.
I mean, he's a great... Look. He's
a good point
guard. Here's an underrated... I was thinking about this last night. Here's an underrated thing about point guards. And I grew up playing basketball. You grew up... Like, we all have been there, right? You have point guards who maybe don't turn the ball over and then dish you the ball, but don't really put it in a spot for you to get up and shoot, right? A good point guard can get in there, and when he gives you the ball, you're in a position to shoot. It's in the pocket. And that's what he does. You can tell when Brandon Murray gets the ball off the dribble, off a screen or off a pass. When Pinson's there, the shit's in the pocket and it's ready to go. Same with Murray. Same with Days. Same with Easton. All these guys are getting the ball where it's ready to shoot. They don't have to think about it. It's in rhythm.
Everything's in rhythm. It keeps going.
No doubt. It makes a huge difference. Yeah. And now you have 2 point guards. Now you can let Gaines come in the game and do what he needs to do, be electric, be the change of pace back. If you will. You like that?
I did.
A little change of pace back where you have Pinson who can get to the rim whenever he wants, but he's more likely...
Gaines is scary, man, because if Gaines can figure out how Pinson plays his game and gets there, he's got some real potential.
No doubt.
But Pinson's a better player, right?
No doubt. He's a leader. He's a leader. He's the quarterback of the offense. Our half-court offense looked a little bit better. You had Eason probably... needs to shoot more from the outside because that guy he's kind of wet. He has a little sidewinder.
It's a little funky coming out, but it finds the ball.
Little funny release.
He's got a nice stroke. The ball goes in, finds the ball.
I'd like to see us draw a little bit more from Murray.
Murray needs to shoot more.
Yeah, they're bigger than the league,
just
boys.
throw it up there.
Will Wade's 100th win with LSU.
100 win. Let's give it up.
Give it up for Will Wade.
100 wins.
I like it.
100 wins. And everybody, all these people out here talking about Will Wade needs to get fired. Will Wade this. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Because and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. And I'm not trying to be mean to you.
I do.
But hey, bro.
Disrespectfully, shut the fuck up.
Tell him, Stewie.
Disrespectfully,
say it with your chest, Stewie. Let him know.
Will Wade, we haven't had a good coach in years. Before Will Wade got here, you had Johnny. What was the guy's name before?
Johnny Jones.
We had two of them.
Johnny Jones. This dude comes to LSU. We get in the NIT tournament. This dude turns down the NIT. That's how bad we were.
We also had Big Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons, the number one overall pick, and couldn't get the dude to play hard for anything in the world.
Obviously
So,
they can't do that. Get him to play hard and Simmons.
Right, he's just
they can't get him on the court.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna give away my $20 million salary because I don't want to play because I'm a baby.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. We're just not gonna trade you.
He probably can't get hard, literally.
And just suck.
I can't even imagine how awkward it is in that situation. That's a completely different.
Hey, bro, how about this man shows up before the season on the court? On the court with a phone in his pocket. I think it was the bunk, but that wasn't a phone.
Wait, I heard something the other day. He's like, he doesn't even show up to the facility, and he like tries to organize like 5-on-5 games like in the street, like Rucker Park type shit.
Joel Embiid trashy.
LA Fitness, huh?
Wait, we run into a bend today. Y'all coming through?
Embiid trash you to the media. You think he's showing up on your 5-on-5 games? Get the fuck out of here.
No, it's with just with people in the city.
With randos.
Yeah.
I'm sure him and Embiid have been.
Hey, there's some games go down there in Rucker Park though.
But this not Rucker Park.
But this ain't Rucker Park. This is LA Fitness. It's like LA Fitness shit.
Oh, is it LA Fitness?
Like in the city.
Not like outdoor courts where like the dogs go out.
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know.
No, he's like you're not playing in the NBA. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You're not playing in the NBA.
That's how he's staying in shape right now.
You're not playing in the NBA.
But working on his mental health.
He's definitely not playing in
basketball.
nobody's park. That dude is too soft to play in anybody's park.
No. But back to the.
Well, you don't want to go to the foul line either.
That shoot.
Ben doesn't want to get outside the lane.
You don't want to do anything.
He doesn't want to get outside the lane. Hey, if you can't dunk it, and sometimes you don't even want to dunk it.
Dude, pass it off.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't want to get to the rim.
How much money has he lost this year? Do y'all know?
18 million.
He's
18 million?
He said 18 million today. I'm pretty sure. It was like last week they said 18
How about
million.
this? You knew Ben Simmons was going to be this type of player when LSU played Oklahoma.
Yeah,
at home.
That's what showed me he wasn't that guy.
Whenever we were beating the shit out of Oklahoma and Buddy Hield had a shitty first half. Student section starts wearing him out, right? Wearing him out. All of a sudden, Buddy can't. He's shooting from half court and making everything. And Ben Simmons goes the opposite way, folds. The game's over. The game's getting in. We have the last minute shot. Buddy Hield takes it, makes it. Ben Simmons has the opportunity. What's he do? Passes it off. Doesn't take that shot. You're the best player. You're the best player in the universe. You don't take that shot. That's when I knew
he just doesn't.
He doesn't have it.
He just doesn't have it. Like I don't understand. Like
where
mentally you just can't. Like I couldn't imagine being like feeling like I got the yips or that embarrassed to just chuck that motherfucker up, man. Just,
hey, dude,
what's gonna happen?
Listen.
I miss.
You don't shoot threes and you're not good at shooting threes.
I'm shooting again too.
Let's just shoot it. Yeah, let's practice.
They know I'm not good. Just shoot the thing.
Let's just practice.
I'm not expecting much.
Hey, dude, if you make it, they're gonna be pumped.
God,
they're expecting you to miss it.
I couldn't imagine being that talented.
That's like a hitter hitting it. That's like a pitcher hitting.
I just don't like you said. Like
go Gauze.
Could you imagine? I couldn't imagine being that talented, that coordinated, that athletic, and they say, "Hey, I give you a whole offseason. What you gonna do with it?" And you just shoot the lights out of it. And all of a sudden, all of a sudden they fill the gym, and you like,
actually, no, it's Booker now.
I can't do it.
I'm not pulling that thing.
He went to Wimbledon instead. He's like, I'm gonna go try my hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out. I'm gonna hang out in tennis.
He was trying to work on his backhand.
Hey, I'm sure Wimbledon's a great spot. I love tennis courts. Are a great spot. But hey, you have the whole offseason. We're paying you all this money, super max. We want you to be the guy. You're our first overall pick. Hey, man, all we need you to do is make a few threes. Just respect you. Just, hey, I'm gonna shoot it. They're gonna have to come out, and now you can go and take it.
We can't even get you to shoot a few threes.
Let's go work on that.
I'm not asking you to be Steph Curry.
I'm gonna go to Wimbledon. I'm gonna go hang out with Roger Federer and fucking Rafael
Nadal. All that, all you want, but get your work done, right? So, but like, what have you been doing? Like, you still don't want to just shoot it. Like, you can't shoot it.
And they're asking you to do the funnest thing about basketball.
Shoot.
Go shoot. Like that would.
They want you to shoot.
Absolutely, greenlight me. Like
they
that would
want
be
you
the,
to shoot.
Dude, go get in the gym.
Less taxing. I ain't got to jump all day.
Yeah.
Like, ice my knees
Hey,
a
dude,
little bit.
I'll go shoot. I'll go do my workout sometimes conditioning, and I'll do a shooting. I'll just go shoot because it wears me out, and I run around, do some stuff.
I was shooting outside before I came. I'm lying. But still, you get what I'm saying.
But I mean, I don't get it. That's when I knew he was not going to be the guy. That's when I knew whatever. But going back to the people yelling from the treetops that Will Wade needs to get out of here. Y'all need to get out of here. Y'all need to relax because where LSU basketball is now and where it's going, is in a completely different spot and a better spot than it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Before Will Wade got here, we were in shambles. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. We didn't know how to recruit. We didn't know how to play. We were a laughing stock, basically. Hey, you have the number 1 overall pick. You have 2 5-stars in one class. You have all this talent, and you can't even make the NIT. You decline the NIT. You're not good. We weren't good. We go from having who was it before Johnny Jones? We had from Stanford. The coach from Stanford. He ran the slowest pace offense in America.
Yeah,
Trent Johnson.
Trent Johnson. There he is.
Trent Johnson, right? I'll tell you a quick story. So this one I knew, like, me and Bo, one of my best friends, I want to say we're in college. And we go to a game, Trent Johnson games. And they had a center, or a forward, Green. I think it was Garrett Green. Big white guy, 6'11".
Yeah.
A tuba player?
He was a 4-star recruit.
The tuba player.
Do you remember him?
The half is going out, right? That's towards the end of the first half. He comes down, pulls up, shoots a 3, top of the key.
Then
Backboard.
Simmons take notes.
Backboard. Doesn't touch the rim. Backboard. I'm like, okay. Then he gets the ball. He's down at the paint. Mismatch. He's backing this guy up. Drop steps to go in. Goes up. Loses where he's at underneath the backboard. Hits the bottom of the backboard with the ball. Off his head, out of bounds. So me and Bo are like, oh boy, this is tough right here. Next possession, Trent Johnson's on the sideline like this. Hey, last shot, no shot clock, last shot. 1 pass, guy comes to the top of the key, 2 passes, looks left, pulls up, 15 seconds left in the half.
The same guy?
Clanks it. You just see Trent Johnson just do this. Head and hands. I'm like, okay, that's how I know we're in some trouble.
At no point did we practice any of what y'all are doing.
Hey, bro, 1 shot. That means you shoot. We need 1 shot. We don't need them to get the rebound and go and shoot. We're taking the last shot of the half. This man pulls up for a 3-pointer after he clanked the 3-pointer and blocked himself on the bottom on the bottom of the back.
Really think about that. The only thing that he did that I can't do is be that tall. Like, that's hard to do that.
Hey, you can take anybody from the stands and they can do better than that. I promise.
They can do all 3 of those things.
Yeah, at least equal to you.
Every single person who came through this gate tonight can do that.
Yep.
Ben Simmons need to take some notes to get some of that man's confidence.
That's what I'm saying. But that's where basketball.
Chuck it up, baby.
Yeah.
That's where basketball was before
the Will Wade era began.
Will Wade got here, right? That was, you have some spurts and you have some times and you have some hope of like, oh, maybe we make the tournament. Now our hope is not only do we hope we expect to make a tournament, we're hoping we're a top 4 seed in the tournament. That's progress, right? You can't expect. This is a process, man. He's been there for a while. He's brought some guys in. His recruiting is obviously really good. Obviously, people don't want it to be good, so they're trying to go and undercut him, but they're not going to. That's been proven that you're not going to be able to get him out of there. Next year, we have 2 5-stars coming in one class. 2 of the top 40 players in the ESPN 100. Like, we are good. We're going to be better next year. You have our best player who's hurt.
I'm about to say, the thing about it is we can go to, if you went to Duke right now and you put their top 2 players on the bench and said they're hurt for 3 weeks, they're going to struggle and they're going to lose some games. Like, that's going to happen. Like, that happens. So when you have injuries, like, it's not that easy to have that kind of depth, right?
No.
And so, like, we had the little low. Like, if that low happens at the beginning of the year and the winning streak and all that's going on right now, Will Wade would be king in town. Yeah. But because it's the opposite way around, people want him out of here or talking crazy. And it's like, yo.
And that's my issue. It's like we don't – people – you expect perfection. You expect, the best. Well, hey, we're a lot better now than we were, and we're going to continue to get better. So all these people need to back off.
Basketball is not football, and that's what a lot of people around here look at it like.
Exactly.
Like, one game isn't going to make or break a basketball season. It's too long of a season to even think that one game or losing even 3 games is like, oh, the season's over. We suck. We're the worst team in the SEC.
Right.
They go all off the deep end.
No doubt.
But it's not football. Like, one loss in football, your season's probably done. Yeah. But we got a little derailed.
Oh no, I was gonna keep going with this for a little bit because
before you go.
I
just want to remind everybody they're listening to Mik'd Up.
Clean it up a little bit.
We're brought to you by Sterling Automotive. I just want to make sure I get my guys out there in Lafayette are done unbelievable. We have a car. Me and my wife are talking about getting a new car for her. Planning for the future. Maybe have some little Mikeys running around here coming up. So we need a little bit bigger of a car.
You are falling behind in the family. The Mahtooks are just churning them out.
But that's by design.
Yes.
Everybody get theirs out. Then they get the last name.
Oh,
the
you get all that. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a Mikey move.
Yeah, that's what happens. So we're working on getting a bigger car. We have some options. They're very, very, very good at communicating. They put us in there. They have a car waiting for us if we want it. If not, it's just the customer service there, which we talked a little bit about on Monday, and customer service in Cancun, Mexico is not good. Customer service in Sterling Automotive, very elite. They're all around the state. They have dealerships everywhere. They're great. So I want to give a plug to my guys, Sterling Automotive. We have not forgot about you. I got a little carried away. I'm a little ADD, so we moved on back to this conversation. Oh, look what you got! Look what's going on here. You got Sterling.
Shout out our guy Sterling.
Yeah, so we got a recording a spot, a little commercial. My first commercial.
They get a whole lot of love, maybe too much love. We'll see.
No, they don't need too much. They got the big sponsor.
Going.
They got the spinning logo.
Well, I put a little ticker up for a second.
We got a little ticker right now.
Lloyd, look at you.
Look at this. Look what we got going on here. We're growing.
What y'all don't check the bottom of the screen. This is all Lloyd's bets right here. This is all everything.
Hey, did you see that? Rams. Did you see the over under on rushing attempts from Matt Stafford is 2.5? They say kneels and quarterback sneaks count. On attempts.
The kneels is
2.5.
sneaky one.
Well, I mean, a quarterback sneak, that is a rush attempt.
No, I know, but kneels count. The kneels count.
Kneels count is crazy. Because
I like the over, right?
A lot.
But like Stafford doesn't really run.
He's going to have to. He might have to.
I'll take that. What's Joey B's? I would imagine his is going to be kind of...
Joey's going to run for his life a little bit.
His is probably like 5. It has to be like 5.5.
I think they're going to win, but he's going to be running for his life.
Harold Fire back there. Just,
oh
my God.
Back to it. You had a thought on football. I mean, on basketball.
We'll wait. Well,
he
was talking about... He had that press conference that was very eye-opening. I feel like a lot of people were kind of... I don't want to say taken aback, but they were...
Which one?
The one on... what's today? On Monday.
Okay.
After the loss, whatever, he was like, look, he started talking a lot about next year. And like he was like, and it got taken out of context.
Next year for a little bit.
He got taken out of context a little bit. But what he was saying was like, I don't understand kind of the mentality of our guys. They keep waiting they're looking ahead to like the selection show for March. And he's like, boys, we're not even in March yet. Like y'all not sure you're not gonna want to watch that show. Yeah. Like you're not gonna be a 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, 4 seed. We're fighting for our tournament lives.
Yeah. Hey, 3 weeks ago we were 2. Now we're not sure. It's not guaranteed.
Now we're not all sitting down and watching this show. For him to be able to get those guys like kind of rallied around that message and what you saw from like getting Pinson back and having all the guys in the right spots and what you were able to see, and for him to be able to turn that around that quickly, I thought was a testament to Will Wade.
And it makes a huge difference where you don't have to rely on Justice Williams being the primary like the second point guard, right?
Right. It opens everybody else up to do what
exactly.
they're supposed to do.
It keeps them in their roles. It defines their roles. It keeps them in their roles, and it allows them to excel in what they're good at right now and not have to overextend themselves when they're not ready, right? And so I think it makes a huge difference. We kind of got a little pushback. We were talking about bets, but we got scared. We got scared. I got scared of the LSU bet. I take that. I'm sorry, LSU basketball. I'm not
back on the train.
I think I'm back on the train.
I took the.
I took the. Hey, did they hit the over? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, they went over. It was 131, and they went way over.
So good. See, I like that.
Oh God, not again with this.
Here we go with the things.
Oh, you know what happened is because I moved the camera, and so it changed the angles. I got you.
Excuses like buttholes. Everybody has.
Everybody has them, and they all smell like roses. Especially when you come back from
Cancun.
Or you get
Sun-kissed.
All right, well back to the bet. So can you pull up our old bets?
Yes.
From yesterday.
And I'll set these cameras while that's on the screen, so nobody will know. That's how movies are made, folks. Here we go.
I'm going. Boom. Look at this. Yeah. Boom.
Okay. Checks and X's, dude. Did our homework.
I went 3-2. That's money, making money a little bit. I'm not losing money there. I'm making some money. I had some good inside info on the New Hampshire Stony Brook game. I knew that was going to go under. So I had some good times. You had Jack's picks with the Van Vliet that happened on Monday. 20.5, right? That's how many points? He scored 20.
Wow.
20. Why don't you tell us about what happened to you? Because you had another story, but it actually worked out in your favor.
Yeah, it did work out in my favor. Who was this the other night? Was this 2 nights ago, I said?
It was 2 nights ago, Monday night. Remember, it was points. It was,
I had I took the under on Bam Adebayo. It was at 21 in the hook, right?
21.5, yeah. 21 in the hook, see? We're talking gambling lingo here, boys. Hey, 21 in the hook.
Okay. They ended up, Miami ended up, I don't remember who they played. They ended up blowing them out in this game, right? With 3 minutes left in the third quarter, Bam scored his 21st point.
3 minutes left in the third quarter.
And I'm sitting here like, I had a 3-pick parlay on this too. Like this was the last bet on it. I'm sitting here thinking like,
you got it.
It's over.
You got this. This is 2 more points. That's it.
Doesn't score another point the rest of the game.
For almost a quarter and a half.
I hit the under. I win it. I go that. Well, that's fun right now.
Meanwhile, I go over 20 and a half. I go over 20 and a half. My guy scores 20. Doesn't get there. I can't. I've been treading water. I haven't lost money, but I haven't won any money. You know, it's a lot of energy to keep my money the same. I need my picks coming in, which leads me into the next picks, our upcoming picks for tonight, which our guy actually sent us in some picks for him. I got picks for me. I don't know if Lloyd is manned up and put picks on.
Oh, I did. Actually, not my picks. My brother sent me some picks.
Oh, he's your guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him that on the betting front, but definitely my guy. But he's up in Vermont doing a little snow skiing, so he's caught Olympic fever. I didn't even know they were going on.
Olympics? He bet the Olympics?
So he's betting on the Olympics. He's got Shaun White tonight to win in his final run. After this, he's done.
Yeah,
so
but,
he's retiring
here's what I heard about the Olympics is they're not allowing these guys to get a practice run.
I saw Shaun White practice. I saw him go to do the thing.
Well, the practice times have been like it's in Beijing, so China's being very China. I don't want to say being China, but they're being very strict.
They can't even call them Taiwan. You have to call it the People's Republic of China. Like they're all over the map. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going there.
But
I think I'm safe.
Here's my thing: is they are. Oh, down goes the camera.
That's the second time it's happened in 2 days.
It's okay. It's
Jesus,
okay.
Lord.
Just pick it up.
It's okay. But
they
don't have the
jacked up on Mountain Dew and stuff.
they're not allowing everybody to practice. Like the set times and some of the times aren't working. So people aren't getting a lot of their practice runs. They're not able to see how the mountain or the snow and all that stuff is working.
Into it.
So yeah, I mean Shaun White, like, this is his last Olympics. You would expect him to go out. United States in general would expect him to get it because the Winter Olympics. United States. Oh, you can gamble on anything.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
United States of America.
Literally anything.
United States of America doesn't really crush the Winter Olympics like they do the Summer Olympics.
No, we're a summer country.
We're a summer team. We're a summer country for sure.
Well, but Shaun White. I mean, he is probably the greatest
He's the greatest
snowboarder of all time, and his
Yep.
last run ever. You don't have to put a little cheese down on that for Shaun.
What is it? What are the odds on that?
There's an anomaly in everything.
I think it's plus 225. So.
Ooh, so he's not even favored.
Yeah, not even favored.
Wow.
But I think I guess the Olympics, you would hope that they have a little bit of soft spot for who they want to win. It's good for the people. It's good for the sport. For Shaun White to get the news and win an Olympic gold medal, so that they're a little cash out on that. And then he took long shot. He watched curling, which I know everybody has a soft spot for a little bit.
Hey, apparently the U.S. curling team is really good.
That's what I told it. But
apparently.
That's what they say.
Yeah,
that's what they say, and they being I'm not really sure who they is, but apparently they are saying that the U.S. curling team is good.
Ask DJ Khaled who they are.
Who they is? I don't know who they are.
They
is.
Breaking
They are.
news. We're breaking news here too.
So let's hear about this curling. Let me hear about the curling bet.
That's what I thought. I thought he was going to go America. He says he watched Italy go curling, and it's plus like 35,000. It's something stupid.
But he thinks that they're going to win.
He picked him to win it all.
But what happened? Like
he watched him play. He watched him curl. Yeah.
How do you scout curling?
I think you just watch it.
You just
put eyeballs on it.
What is it? Is it like like shaving ice until you get to the little circle?
You have the slide. You sweep it. You shave it. I don't know. It's impressive how they can spin it and stuff. I don't know how it works.
Well, that's what he said. Sean said this guy was a wizard on the curling table.
Wizard. Okay.
So that's what we're riding with.
All right.
Where do you curl at? Let's just talk about that.
See,
where's that done?
I don't know.
Do you go to like ice skating?
Like what part of America is like curling? Like, hey yo.
I don't know.
Like I'm about to go do this curling.
Is that like a bar activity? Like when is?
Do you have to go on like an ice rink? You have to find like an ice rink.
I think it's an ice rink thing.
Do you just like you have like pop up curling games? Like how's that go?
Might be like a little.
Look, I'm not.
Is that in high school?
I enjoy.
Where is that a thing?
I enjoy watching curling. I just don't know. I don't know how it starts. Like, did you grow up wanting to be a curler?
Grew up.
Is it a bunch of dads?
That's got to be a family.
Is it a bunch of dads that are curling? Is it like?
That's 100%
how does that work?
It's got to be through a family, right? Like
that's like a family.
Families have done it.
It has to be, right?
There's no way.
That's the only way you get into it.
Like,
I would
no way.
assume.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah, that's definitely something you get into. Like,
where do you buy curling equipment? I'm so intrigued by this.
I think it's only order. You have to order it. I don't think
they don't have that at
You
Dick's.
can't walk into Dick's
Yeah,
or
they don't
Academy
have
and
that
say,
at
"Hey, bro, can I get some of this? I need my curling ball or my curling disc, whatever it's called."
It's like a weighted thing.
Yeah, I need that. I need the broom. I need my broom for
that. He's the one that throws it.
Yeah.
But I think you've exhausted all of their
you
options.
can buy it online.
Also, gotta have
You can
special.
get anything online.
Yeah.
You gotta have special shoes, right?
Oh yeah,
You're on ice.
You
gotta have like
shoes,
the
slide.
spiked shoes.
What, like
but they also slide.
Yeah,
But you don't slip.
I think if you're
You can
The
slip
spike
in.
slides?
I don't know if there's a spike in the shoes, but something's going on because you're not busting your ass, but you're also sliding. You're sliding, and then you sweep, but then you're also not falling. So I don't know.
curling originated in Scotland.
Here we go. Look. Here we go. Scotland.
It's
now a U.S.
Scottish sport. So I mean, it's cold in Scotland, right? So is it cold in
I
Scotland?
mean, I think
It
it's
has
cold
to be.
probably everywhere, a little bit, somewhere, some
I mean,
places.
like there's some places that are like colder than others.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah, a little geography lesson.
originated in Scotland. Let's see what 10 facts about.
Here we go.
curling.
Let's go. Let's hear them.
All right, curling originated in Scotland, 16th century.
We've gotten that already.
Curling stones are made from rare granite.
Rare. So they're probably expensive.
So what if you...
They're probably expensive to buy.
So somebody just stole all the stones.
Curling has its own
We have
language.
a granite shortage. No more curling discs.
Oh
What
my
are they
God.
called?
What
The actual thing that they spent.
The curling disc.
Is it a disc?
Yeah.
There we go. Disc.
Oh, hold up.
Okay, I'm holding.
Somebody somewhere has got a nice kitchen island made out of, hey, these exclusive curling stones.
Hey, there's a shortage. We have to wait till the Olympics are over before we can give you this type of granite you want for your
Some Hall of Fame
countertops.
curler has got something in his house made of just
Oh, no
curling
doubt.
stones.
No doubt.
Curling is nicknamed the roaring game.
Oh.
Chess on ice. It's considered chess on ice.
Oh, okay. that makes
Okay.
sense.
I don't see how that works.
It involves a
News to
lot of
me?
strategy and patience to defeat your opponent.
Okay. Curling. Love it. I'll watch it.
Italy plus 3,300.
Italy plus 3,300. Put it as a long shot. Is that your
Put it
bet?
in there.
Those are my bets.
Those are your only two bets. All right. Can you pull up our bets? Did we put our bets on there?
No, we didn't.
We have not done that.
Put them on the ticker.
We put them on the ticker. Okay. So let's put the ticker back up.
Ticker up.
There we go.
It's news to
Tickers.
me.
So
That is news.
what's news?
Curling.
Curling is news.
Yeah.
Our guy came in with his picks, and I'm gonna read you his picks. We'll put a graphic on Twitter with his picks. He likes Texas Tech. He likes Oklahoma +3 over Texas
Talking about
Tech tonight.
Yeah.
All right. He likes San Diego State and San Jose State over 124. He likes the Arizona Coyotes versus the Kraken +1.5.
We're going against the Kraken?
We're getting into hockey, boys. We're getting into hockey.
Wait, what was his bet?
He likes Arizona, the Coyotes,
Okay.
over the Kraken. The Kraken are favored by 1.5. He likes the 1.5.
Okay.
Arizona,
I'll do whatever
plus
hockey
1.5.
bets he puts in. I'm riding with him. I'll
All
bet
right.
hockey tonight.
My bets for the night: Yale, Harvard over 140. Georgia, Washington, and UMass under 153. And Cal, Oregon State under 134.5. You always have to have a West Coast game in there
Of course.
because you have then you get something to watch late night. You always have to have
get-back
something,
game.
or you have something to wake up to. Either make your day or ruin your day real early. Okay, so that's kind of what you have. Jack, who is in his hometown of Connecticut, which I don't know what part.
Stores, Connecticut.
Stores, Connecticut. You've told me that before. I forget.
Shout out to Jack.
Okay, Jack likes Frat Stafford over 2.5 rushing attempts. That is a prop bet. We are a sucker for prop bets. I'm gonna be prop betting the fuck out of the Super Bowl, and I cannot wait for it. Tails. We're putting money on tails. Not as much money as Pat McAfee. If you watch Pat McAfee show, he's putting $50,000 on tails.
He lost it last year. He lost 40 grand, 30 grand.
30 grand. He said he's
I had
betting
that much money to just blow.
He said he's betting $100,000 to the. I mean, it's gotta be 50-50, right?
Yeah,
I would
the
think.
odds are on here.
What are the odds?
103. Minus 103
Minus
plus
103.
103. It's just kind of even money.
That's pretty.
Like not a lot of juice.
I would assume. I don't
Bet
know.
$1, you win $1.
He also likes Joe Burrow over 2.5 rushing attempts. I like that more than Matt Stafford.
one, yeah.
I think Joe Burrow's gonna be running for his life a little bit.
I
so
bet
we'll see.
Jamar MVP.
Oh.
Boom, Stewie with the Jamar MVP pick. That's got to be a lot of odds. You got to be high odds on that, huh?
I haven't gotten on any of the
It goes
Super Bowl
like-
picks yet.
I'm not doing props till we get closer to the game.
Yeah.
But I did pick Bengals 4.5.
Did you?
I did take the Bengals Took the Bengals 4.5. I mean, Joey B is not getting to the Super Bowl and not going to try to win. Not going to win. He'll keep it close. For sure.
It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, for sure. He also has, he likes the Frat Stafford rushing. He has Frat Stafford over 5.5 rushing yards. And then he said, and this is him in the document typing it in, saying, "I will bet live money line against the team that wins the toss."
Oh wow.
That's his guarantee, he says in the chat. So he says, this is Jack doing some hard-hitting research.
Yeah. Dude,
last 7 teams.
He just hit just off of who wins. You don't even care who gets ball. Like, he don't care.
He said he's going against the team. He said the last 7 teams to win the toss have lost the game.
This is research.
So he's playing the trends here. He's playing trends. He also likes Texas Tech versus Oklahoma money line, which he didn't tell me who he's picking, but that's not how that works. You can't just pick money line on the game. You have to pick a team.
You have to pick a side.
You have to pick a team. I think he made a little whatever. Jack comes up with a lot of nicknames.
Yeah, he
has a lot of nicknames. A lot of nicknames. He likes Houston -7 versus SMU, and he has Ohio State -2.5 of records. Jack's in there. Jack's in there.
He's locked in. He's in deep.
He's in there like swimwear, dude.
That phone's in his hand
constantly.
Yeah. I like it. I respect it. I respect it.
Does Jack do is he a multiple screen guy, like watching games?
You gotta be.
You gotta be when you.
There's no way he watches all games. There's no way.
No.
I have friends that bet a lot of money on a lot of different games, and they don't watch all the games.
No.
They got a guy as well. Just like we have a guy, they have a guy who gives them picks and does different things, and they just wait and look at the ESPN app. Oh, let me see the score. And if it's close and they're still up,
I mean, like, who really wants to watch Stony Brook anyway? Like, I'm not watching
Stony Brook.
I was locked into that.
New Hampshire.
Hey, I'll watch the score on it.
You know who watched it? Jack. He sent me a screenshot of him watching the Stony Brook game. I respect it, but he is up there. He's up there in Connecticut, so
that's different.
That's his area.
On the local
That's
station.
his area. That's his area. All right, so let's go back to the Super Bowl. All right. What do you got? Who do you like? Super Bowl week. We got to talk Super Bowl. We got to talk Super Bowl. Stories coming out. You know, it's going to get a little monotonous. We've had 2 weeks of Super Bowl talk, but now we're getting close to it. I changed my flight. My sister's getting married in Napa this weekend. I changed my flight from leaving California from noon to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
The car service is picking me and my wife up from the hotel at 3:30 in the morning, so I can get back to Baton Rouge to watch the game.
Wow. Good luck getting a back rub for the next 2 months because she ain't gonna be happy about that.
Coach, I don't get back rubs to begin with. She gets the back rubs. I don't get the back rubs.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's okay. I deserve it, but she's like, I understand. She's. I was like, she just don't expect me to talk to you or be happy about any of this. I'm like, I respect it. As long as you're up in the car and we're in the plane.
Just let me know what you need.
I'm good. Gotcha. Whatever you want. You can even go home and sleep during the game. It's fine. I just have to watch the game.
Yeah, go ahead, do that.
Just need to watch the game. It's fine. It's fine. But I will be here watching the game, live betting like a degenerate. I need my bets to hit this week so I can be up money so I can play with some house money.
So you're all Bengals on this thing.
I'm all Bengals, but no, there's a lot of props that I'm going to bet as the game goes on.
So I'm a stubborn man.
Are you?
Nah, a little bit.
A little bit. Some people say that.
But you know, I said from the start, I was like, man, look, I love some Joey B. Kick a ball. But this just won't be the year for the Bengals.
Okay.
So I've just been against it the whole time. Like, I haven't bet against it the whole time.
Right.
But I've been against it the whole time. So I think, I don't know if it's really, if I think that's what's going to happen or if I'm just trying to prove myself right at some point.
Right, okay.
Either way.
So you're taking Rams.
I'm taking Rams on this.
You taking Rams money line or taking Rams 4.5?
Money line. I'm not taking Rams.
That's a little juice. That's
4.5's a lot.
Strong, bro.
4.5's a lot.
I'm not taking
a lot. What you got?
Well,
you have. I know what you got.
Yes.
You have a lot.
I'm wondering how I can middle this thing a little bit because I want the Bengals to win.
Maybe we talk to our guy and say, hey, what's the best way to do this?
I think we need to come up with a little strategy because I have Bengals also to win the Super Bowl, so that's a little bit of a hedge there.
Yep.
And then you obviously know you're with me on the Rams, obviously, but my conundrum with the Rams, which is way too many futures bet, but glad they're here. And so now I need to find a way that I can still bet on the Bengals, and I think we might go the props route, where we go
like I wouldn't be mad if I lost this bet.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I wouldn't be mad at all if I lost.
And that was my whole take the last game, right? I had
Kansas City.
I had Kansas City,
yeah.
But I was like, I'm okay if I lose it because I want the Bengals to win. And then as the game went on, I live bet the Bengals and I got some money back. But
I didn't even put a lot on it just because I'm just like, you know what, this is what I think is going to happen. I'd like to win some. But if I lose this, look, whatever.
Here's the other question: does Cooper Kupp gets 7 catches? Because if he does, he sets the record for most catches in a playoff, a franchise record for most catches in a playoff.
Yes, yeah. Cooper Kupp will have
think he
more
gets
than
7 catches?
I guess Eli Apple. You don't think he's gonna have more than 7 catches?
Cooper Kupp ain't gonna be. I mean,
he's gonna be matched up with him at least once or twice.
They'll find a way to get.
They'll find a way to get him matched up on Eli Apple.
I think Odell
will get matched up with him. So whatever Odell's
Eli Apple.
Whatever Odell's bets are with it.
You think Stefanski and Baker are watching this game?
You think Baker sent Odell a text and says, "Hey, bro, I'm fired up for you, bro." No,
Odell blocked that dude.
You think Stefanski gave him a motivational text before this week?
No shot.
So happy for you, brother. You know what was sick was Jarvis calling.
Oh, I did see the
video.
That's
badass.
That was dope.
That was awesome.
That's pretty sick, dude. Like they're ride and dies, bro. And
that was dope.
Jarvis is one of my favorite human beings I've met. He's like super passionate about stuff, and Odell is very similar, and they are best friends. And it's awesome to see that they've kept that. And dude, he calls in and has look what you did. Look at
a little polar opposite for them too. Like in terms of like personality, kind of like.
No, I mean
Jarvis is a little more reserved than Odell is, but you can also tell how passionate he is about the game. Like,
for sure.
He's super passionate. Both of them are super passionate about.
They
football.
complement each other well,
right? Yeah, but Odell's is just a little more loud. He has a dress in the hair.
I think it's a really cool thing. I'm happy for Odell. I think that.
It's good for him.
I think he's extended his career in the NFL. Obviously, he's elite still. He still has the ability to be elite. I think he's going to thrive in LA. I think he's going to stay there. It makes sense to stay there. Him and Cooper Kupp as the outside receivers, like that's a big.
I'll say this about Odell: whether you love him, whether you hate him, whatever it is, like he's good TV. If at worst he's a guilty pleasure when it comes to like watching. You're like, all right, what is
Odell about to do today?
Like that at worst. So like it's good to see him playing well, and it's not just digging every day on him because the plays there. Like
look, he hasn't been a diva over there. He hasn't asked for you haven't seen him in the media because like you know what I
personally don't think the diva thing's been there for a while.
Me either. Nah. He just wants to be somewhere where he's exactly. He's happy where he's at. He's content where he's at and. I think that you're seeing that on the field. He's relaxed. You don't have to worry about things. You don't have people worrying about Odell. He's not the star, but he is a star. You know what I mean? He's not the headline. Cooper Kupp's going to get the headlines. Matt Stafford's going to get the headlines. Sean McVay's going to get the headlines. Odell Beckham's going to get a few, but he's not as
he gets to fly below the radar.
They're not as in his face as we're. Speaking of good TV, did y'all watch the Auburn-Arkansas game last night?
Yeah. A good game.
See old Muscle Man?
Yeah.
Oh, Muscle Man with his shirt off.
Randy Savage.
With the fucking. What happened? Did he hurt his shoulder?
Yeah, he hurt his shoulder doing a drill, right?
I missed it. He said he hurt it during the game. He said they had the post game interview. He goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get this checked out and I'm gonna come back out." What happened? He dislocated his shoulder?
I think he was running a drill in practice. Like this, as what you see with Musselman is what you get. Like he is exactly that animated. He is all.
I don't know. Do I like him or not like him? Do we like him?
Who's more animated, him or Bruce?
Bruce Pearl's just always sweating.
I like Bruce Pearl more than I like Musselman, but
Bruce looks like he sweats whiskey or something.
Like he wakes up, that dude wakes up sweating. Like he's like a slutter all day.
How
about him doing the kick against Alabama?
Oh god.
But Musselman.
Oh, Musselman. He got hurt in practice. He gets hurt with the so now he's coaching with this sleeve on, like this. I guess sling.
Yeah.
And so I talked to one of my boys that works for Arkansas. He came on the Colada show this morning, and he said that. So this has turned into a tradition with Musselman to where every big win, he takes his shirt off to like celebrate because one time back in Nevada, he was getting undressed, like to put on like the championship shirt. So he was unbuttoning his real shirt and the boys like grabbed him and threw him up in the huddle and he was shirtless. And so I think he made it like a self-proclaimed thing.
He's a big self. He's a big.
He's real proud of his body.
It's fine.
Yeah, he's very proud of his body.
That's fine.
So he goes back into the tunnel while everybody's celebrating, and he gets the security guards to help him take his little brace off, get his shirt off, put the brace back on, and he sprints out into the tunnel and hops into the middle of the student section, hops up on the scorer's table, all naked and with the sling on. Like he was adamant about getting back out there. I mean, he's as close to naked as you need to be if you're a head basketball coach.
Did anybody catch the end of that game though?
It's electric.
Are you talking about
I didn't see that thing that you were talking about.
Okay, so here, let me give you the sequence of events that happened that I don't know if people noticed. I think more people noticed than I think noticed. So the game's over with. They're in overtime. Arkansas gets the steal. This guy bounces the ball, off the ground, picks it up, throws it down, right? The other guy from Auburn is chasing him.
He was
this
trying to
guy's
undercut him.
on the rim, hanging on the rim, nuts in face, right? Swings back. The guy lands, runs. The guy's trying to fight him.
Yeah, he's trying to
chase him.
He gets swallowed.
Student section gets on. The guy trying to fight him gets swallowed by the crowd, right? So he was so pissed off, and then all these students in there, he gets swallowed. No fight. Probably good for him that he didn't get there. He get to fight him. But this guy humiliated. The team got humiliated with the throw it in your face, bounce, alley-oop. Dunk.
What a dunk.
It doesn't count. Didn't count.
Yeah.
But bounce, alley-oop to yourself, dunk. Other guy chasing him, probably shouldn't have chased him because, hey, it's over.
You lost.
Nuts in the face, more humiliating.
That's probably why he chased him.
Then you chase after him because you feel like your pride's hurt and you want to fight, and then you get swallowed by the crowd, lights turn off, and now it's over. Now you can't. You're in a sea of white in Arkansas, which that arena is electric.
Dude, that's what Jordy was saying. It's one of the bigger ones in basketball, and that when it's not like that it is almost like you can hear a pin drop in there, and it's just empty, and it's almost sad. But if you can blow the pitch out like that and have everybody with the pom-poms, everybody going nuts,
but I don't know
how else you would do it.
I don't know if the PMAC can't get like that. They got to redo the PMAC to make it get like that.
No, I mean, we know the problem.
We ain't like
with the
that.
PMAC. No, LSU
We got
can't bring
rats
that
in the
kind of
PMAC.
energy.
There's
Yeah.
way too much going on in the PMAC.
Yeah, rats in the PMAC.
Rats in the PMAC.
I just can't stop thinking about the fact of there's probably nothing more embarrassing in all of sports than literally having someone's nuts in your face.
Yeah, nah.
Nothing.
Nah.
Or like if they catch an alley in your back and you can't actually go up, so like you just got nuts on your ear.
Oh,
or
yeah, you got the big nut sweat.
It's gotta be just a bad feeling. There can't be anything more embarrassing.
I mean, getting ran over is pretty bad.
yeah.
Getting ran over is like, it's tough. But getting dunked on, nuts in your face, that's probably.
Like it's one thing if we both go up and you still dunk on me. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if I don't even get up there,
Yeah,
Nah,
it's tough.
yeah.
Like, hey, that's a
and
tough.
your belt buckle is on my forehead, like that's not good.
That's
not where I wanna
he's
be.
swung
But that
twice.
sequence of events that happened with him chasing him down, just like I'm laughing. We're in a big group text, and I'm texting, and not many people saw it, other than like you could tell who's watching the games and who's not because somebody tweets it and the other person responds right away. Right? It's like, oh, I know you saw it, and then that's how the conversation gets started. But this guy and I felt bad, that it was embarrassing for him. But that arena is electric.
But did you feel bad?
Didn't feel bad. But rat line. We talked about that. Rat line. 1.5. Favored by 1.5. I'm like, look, Arkansas's hot. Won 9 straight. They're playing Auburn. Auburn has squeezed out a couple games lately. They've been kind of not. I don't want to say.
Georgia's not a good basketball team, and
right.
they got lucky to get out of Georgia alive. But I would say that this Auburn player got saved by the fan base.
Right.
Like if they don't run him to the court,
He's in trouble.
There's no telling what's going to happen.
He's in trouble.
He was going back to
Did you see it? Did you see
Yeah,
that?
I did. Yeah, he's either going back to throw a punch or start a fight, and then it's Auburn.
I was about to say, I think it's all-out brawl.
It's going to be a brawl.
Well,
So
apparently
then
they were
storming
dancing
the
on the
court.
logo and stuff.
They did
I get it.
pregame.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see all that. I was watching the LSU game.
And then Musselman, when they were interviewing him while he was taking his shirt off, he was like, "We saw all that. We saw what they did at the pregame. Auburn, and they're stopping on the logos. They did it against LSU back in the day, like in 2000, 2001, whenever
The cigar game?
No,
cigar
it wasn't.
game.
It was after that. And
We rushed the field.
Yes.
That was my birthday party.
Yes.
We talked about that. Was after the hurricane.
Yeah.
Was it the hurricane that they and we? It was
people would just understand by this time in history, like at some point that's just
that
gonna bite
never ever turns out
you.
right.
At some point it's just gonna bite you, bro. Like
That never turns out the way you want it to turn out.
Opposing team's logo. Let's just try to.
That never. I mean, hey, you know what? Let's dance. The Baker Mayfield. Hey, let's put a stake in the turf that doesn't stick.
Ohio State.
Wait, come on. Let me retract that statement. Doing it before games, sooner or later, is gonna bite you in the ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like if y'all got beef already going and you beat them and you just do
That's
it
fine.
after the game, I won't say it's
I get-
fine, but
I mean,
it is.
I get it. I can
that.
understand it.
Right,
I can
get
understand
that.
it.
Like I beat you, I'm a
I'm a clown.
But doing it before games, like, all right, bro. Sooner or later, that's just not gonna be good for you.
And Auburn's addicted to it.
It's
They can't
not
stop
It's
doing it.
just petty. It's like a petty. It's like a false petty thing, right? Pettiness is like the new. Like everybody wants to be a little petty, right? They want to be just passive aggressive. Everybody wants to do stuff to in your face. Kyler Murray deletes all of his stuff off Instagram.
Jesus.
What is that about?
I don't know, man. I guess that's the new way of saying I don't want to talk to you.
There's
But dude,
He still
you
has
can't
a
go
year of his
anywhere.
deal.
We don't know what's going on.
Well, where are you going? You can't go anywhere.
What was the reason? Like, we still have nothing about that, right?
I don't know, but odds are plus 500 for him to go to Tampa Bay and be their next quarterback. Tom's out there lurking. I don't know where he wants to go either.
Time out. Let's think about this. Let's reasonably think about what's going on. You get drafted 1 overall to the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals hire a quarterback's coach who is made for you, or a head coach who's a quarterback who's made for you. This offense evolved around you. You're the number 1 overall pick again. I'm going to reiterate that. You were drafted, 3 years ago? You ain't fucking going anywhere.
He's still on his rookie deal. He has 1 more year in his rookie deal.
You ain't going anywhere.
Well, maybe that's what he wants. Maybe that's what he's asking for. He's trying
to
get that contract extension.
Look, at some point in life, sometimes you're in a situation where you can't really control, and you just gotta suck it up for that year and then move on. You can't cry.
I enjoy the empowerment a little bit of the players to being able to have a voice and say what they want and kind of make, but it's gotten a little out of hand.
Look, it's a difference between having a voice and then, I'm not happy, I want to get my way, so I'm going to whine and I'm going to do things about it to do it. I'm not saying that's what we don't know the story. Yeah. We don't know what's going on over there, so I'm not saying that's what he's doing. But I have seen it before. Ben Simmons is crying. He doesn't want to be there.
It just looks real. It looks, for the money you're making, for what's thrown at you and what's in your face and the opportunity, it just looks real petty for you to just be like, hey, today I think I'm going to delete everything that has everything.
Yeah, by no means am I saying shut up and play.
I have no clue what's going on there, but that just looks perfect.
Yeah, and in his case, the Cardinals aren't a bad team. Like, they aren't. No. Like, he's not on a bad team.
They just don't know how to finish.
They don't finish, but
they don't know how to finish. They start off hot. They get real hot at the beginning of the season, and all of a sudden they don't. They just tail off.
It's a lot of people that can't finish these days.
Jay Mitch, I figured you out over there. Look at that, dude. You're popping. Look at that skin tone. You're looking good. You and AK.
You and AK's just.
Where were you? Where were you on Saturday night?
Yeah. Wait, put that thing back on.
AK's just. You see that guy's face?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's hard to come out of.
Things are weapons, dude.
Allegedly. It's all allegedly. We don't know.
Alleged. Well, actually,
they said there's video. They said there's video.
He admitted to it.
We beat him.
Yeah.
But,
not all of
there's no...
Bro, that could literally be from 2 punches. That guy's face, looking like...
Yeah, like he could have hit him twice.
No doubt. We don't know how it started, why it started, what happened.
We don't. But if I had to guess...
We don't know the how and the why, but we know the who.
If I had to guess, he went to Dre's, right? The guy was a club promoter. Sounds to me like if I'm a club promoter in Vegas and I feel myself a little bit, and I start mouthing off.
Wait, you mean club promoters feel themselves a little bit?
Just a bit. They feel like they're the gatekeeper to everything, right?
Just a little bit.
If he's there at one of the clubs in Vegas where every athlete and every star has probably come through, that's another run-of-the-mill person to him, right? So there's no telling what he mouthed off and said to someone, and then got his ass whooped for it. That is okay. Right? It's not. It's really not.
My question is: do you think that this guy did something to instigate, or do you think that AK and them overreact? I know we don't know. Do you think it was an overreaction, or do you think it was a little bit in between?
I think it was instigated.
Okay. I think so too. I don't know. I don't know though. I don't know. I mean, I
think it was instigated. It sounds like it was a bar fight, basically, and that's what you got.
Yeah.
Not that it's okay.
And now you're upset that you get your ass beat. Now you're gonna try to get.
I don't think he's that upset. I think he just says, "I'm tired of club promoting, and I'm about to make $5+ million."
Yep.
So here's my face. I mean, here's what happened to me. Pay me to shut me up. That's what I think he's saying.
He wants the money. It's a money thing because it happened Saturday before the game. Like that's what I'm not.
Is that really what happened? Because I've heard it happened before the game. I've heard it happened right after. When did
it happen? I think it happened the night before the game.
Yeah.
And then he got arrested after the game.
That's my point. Like, why would this dude get beat up, go to the hospital?
No, I think they just waited.
Yeah.
They just waited because he wasn't a flight risk or he wasn't like. I think they just.
He still had to play in the game anyway.
Yeah, I think they just arrested. It probably looked better.
That's what I'm saying. He
getting arrested
after the game. He had very savvy of him to wait to let Alvin Kamara play the game, kind of let it play out, and he's like,
he might have been a fan.
And I don't know if it was him that did that or if it was the police that did that.
I don't really want to feel like I'm attacking the guy's character, but
I don't know the guy.
I feel like we've seen this situation a million times. I don't know what happened, but if I had to guess, probably went some way around that kind of. Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll find out. What's Didn't they have a
once that video comes out?
When's this court hearing? Was it a Monday?
I don't know.
Or is it next Monday?
I don't know. Did they move that quickly?
I thought it was Monday. Oh yeah. You have a court hearing. I thought it was Monday. Maybe not.
I don't know.
But
they do have video, so I mean,
video. Everything's on video now.
We'll see when that comes out.
Yeah, that can't be very.
It's gonna come out soon.
I mean,
We'll see.
it's got to be. I mean, it's got to be this
Hey,
week.
this was police video, and somehow it'll be leaked to somebody.
TMZ getting it out.
Somebody will get paid.
His court date was rescheduled for March 8th.
Okay, March 8th. There you go. Look, he's a research guy. He's on top of it.
So wait, has he been let out, or is he still?
Yeah, I think
he's out. I think he got out.
$5,000 bond. Yeah,
That's it.
$5,000. I'm sure he had that in his pocket, probably. Like,
well, he was at Jersey, so he at least spent it.
It's probably not hard for him to find that.
Yeah.
I think he'd be all right.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying, bro. He could have been like, here, take this chain. That's probably about $5.
That's
Maybe
probably-
like,
If you took the
chain.
chain, the chain's not $5.
Yeah, a little bit more than that. Maybe one.
Probably 6 links of the chain.
Yeah. Speaking of alleged and accusations, our boy Caleb Williams
foot fetish.
apparently has a foot fetish, and these girls from Oklahoma are coming out.
Oklahoma sorority girls.
Wait, I heard this man got a very large amount of money too.
To go to USC. I mean, I believe it.
Well, yeah.
But was anybody surprised he went there? Like,
No,
he had to make
he
a
played
big.
the game a little bit. He got
Yeah.
some more money, no doubt. But I mean, it's not something I want to harp on. But like foot fetish, that's a tough. And look, to each their own, bro. Whoever likes, if you like what you like. But
I need the receipts.
tough thing.
I need the receipts. if he does have a foot fetish,
what's the story? I didn't even see anything about that.
So whenever he posted his like commitment to USC, some Oklahoma sorority girls like commented on his post and was like, she was like, the foot fetish is headed to California.
Oh my god!
And so all of her sorority sisters like commented under like, you're a legend, like stuff like that. So I'm guessing it has some truth to it because like it's no way these girls are just like having a whole post thread
maybe
on his.
Girls like to come out and say some crazy stuff.
I don't know.
Trevor Bauer got acquitted of all criminal charges.
Yeah,
punch
but like
balls.
you can't hide a foot fetish, bro. She has some receipts on this. Somewhere the receipts are there.
Maybe, but that he didn't do anything bad.
Nah, I mean he just
Foot fetish, I mean,
he might have paid.
Trevor Bauer's punching buttholes and shit, and he got.
Whoa,
Like-
allegedly.
Well, I think
I don't think it's allegedly.
I think that happened.
I just think it was, hey, here's the waiver for.
I think that it was like, hey, I didn't do anything against what you wanted me to do. We agreed to this. This is what you knew was going to happen. And then apparently they had some receipts, some messages and stuff from the other girl.
Well, I mean, she was asking
and
about
the criminal. It was a 5-month investigation. There's no criminal charges, which he was been saying that the whole time. I'm not saying
that he didn't do it.
I'm not saying that he didn't do it. He probably did have some of that kinky butthole punching sex, which I've never done. I don't even know how that works. He just bends over and just punches the butthole. Like,
was he doing the punching?
I don't get that.
Is he getting his
he was
butthole
doing
punched?
the punching of the butthole.
I can't even imagine like this. How did this?
I'm trying to imagine
This
it.
is
Like,
a fisting scenario.
draw that.
visualize
Yeah, I
it.
can't draw that.
I don't think it was insertion. I think it was just
speed back.
Just a quick punch to the
just a
butthole.
quick jab.
Oh, that is a strange.
And then, but they came out. Look,
fetish.
I'm not saying that he didn't do anything wrong, but I'm not saying that he didn't do anything wrong. Wait,
Yeah,
did I say that right?
I think you said that.
so.
Right.
Yeah, you
I said that right?
Sure.
But criminal charges got no criminal charges, so he's good.
So I keep peeping over at this TV over here as the national championship's on, and that should have been Jamar's third touchdown right here.
Is this what he dropped?
No, this is the one where he like laid up a little
Shakes him?
bit, and he got him when he got back in bounds.
And this,
He was kind of
Yeah,
flexing
yeah.
on him.
he was doing
He got
straight.
a
He's
little
feeling
cute.
himself. He's feeling himself. All right,
So
we're gonna take a little break. Come back in a couple minutes, and we're gonna talk lockout, baseball lockout. I'm not saying looming; it's in the middle of it. We ain't-
Going on.
Doesn't look good. Talk about a little Saints talk. Little Saints hired Doug Marrone, maybe.
Big baloney
Wait,
guy.
for what? As what?
Like an offensive line,
Okay.
whatever, and then Bieniemy offensive coordinator, maybe. Who knows? Maybe that was
so.
why Maybe that's why there was an 8-hour meeting.
Bringing Aaron
He has,
Rodgers with him.
he has 1 year left in Kansas City. Maybe he gets out from under the thumb of Andy Reid, does his own deal, comes to New Orleans, sees what happens. Maybe we get a quarterback to come here under him. Who knows? We'll talk all about that in the 12 o'clock hour. Chad Jones should be here. Chad, I'm not going to let you live that down. See you next week. I'll see you in a couple minutes. You're watching and listening to Mik'd Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive.
Shout out Heineken. Thank you.
Gearing up for spring and summer down here in South Louisiana, and you want to keep your lawn maintained during these sunny seasons, get in touch with our friend Blake Abear over at Abear's Lawn Maintenance, where he says, you grow it, I mow it. 225-485-8022. 225-485-8022 is where you can find Abear's Lawn and Maintenance, the official lawn and maintenance company of the undisclosed location. Do you have questions about your finances? Are you looking for recommendations from a skilled financial advisor? Get in touch with our friend Daniel Newman over at Edward Jones. You can find him easily by logging online and shooting him an email at daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. That is daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. Whether it is help with your 401k or just fiscal advice heading into the new season, get in touch with Daniel today. Best way to do it? Email him, daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. He's our experienced financial advisor. Let him be yours, daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. Gearing up for spring and summer down here in South Louisiana, and you want to keep your lawn maintained during these sunny seasons, get in touch with our friend Blake Abear over at Abear's Lawn Maintenance, where he says, you grow it, I mow it. 225-485-8022. 225-485-8022 is where you can find Abear's Lawn and Maintenance, the official lawn and maintenance company of the undisclosed location.
Back on there?
We've been on this whole time. We've been on this whole time.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope not. Welcome back to Mik'd Up.
Teacher Mikey.
The confessions that we get in between breaks.
Hey, bro.
I wish we could put them on, but we can't because we could get in trouble. We're not gonna do that. We're talking Saints in this hour.
Saints and
We're talking baseball
sinners.
lockout. We're talking Saints and sinners. We're talking baseball lockout. We're talking. We got curtain call coming up at the end. We got recap of our bets. We got a lot going on. So let's get to the Saints thing. My thing, what I think is going to happen is, I called it at the beginning. I called it after Sean Payton retired or left, stepped down from football, stepped away from football, said that Dennis Allen was going to be the head coach, which I think everybody kind of assumed. And I also thought that Ryan Nielsen was going to get promoted to the defensive coordinator position.
Right.
I didn't know Pete Carmichael was going to step down. He said he wasn't going to be the offensive coordinator anymore, which means the OC's position is still up. I think the Saints knew that. Obviously, I'm sure they had the conversations with Pete behind closed doors. They bring Eric Bieniemy in, born in New Orleans, went to high school. He's been the number one, name in coaching searches for the last 3 or 4 years. Been kind of under the thumb of Andy Reid. Maybe he wants to get out from that. He has 1 year left on his deal in Kansas City. I think this may be either this is his last year or he's got 1 year left. Maybe he says, you know what? I don't want to be here in Kansas City anymore. Not that I don't like it. Not that I don't like winning. But because I haven't obviously not gotten a head coaching job and maybe it's because they think that Andy Reid's the one pulling the strings, not me. Let me go cut my teeth in an organization that's good and built themselves up to be very, very respectable, one of the top 5 organizations in football. They lost their offensive mind. They didn't have a good offense last year. Let me go there, be the offensive coordinator, and get a quarterback, show that I can develop, show that I can do this on my own, and maybe that gives him a jump start to head coaching job. That's what I think could happen. 8-hour meeting is a long time to be talking to a man for an interview without having anything.
It's like staying the night.
I mean, that's like almost staying the night.
No, this
that's
is
like staying the night. You get something, so you gotta go home.
No, gotta go home.
Yeah.
Are we segueing what just happened?
Nope.
Yes.
No, we're not.
100%.
No, we're not. We're gonna stay away from that.
Hey, bro.
We're gonna stay away from that.
We could get into it.
No, we're not gonna get into it. Maybe off air. We're
Get in the friend zone.
not getting into it.
I'm
But
used to finishing.
That's my theory. That's what I think is gonna happen. It sounds like, listening to Dennis Allen talk and how important the quarterback position, it sounds like Taysom Hill ain't gonna be the quarterback.
Right.
That's what it sounds like.
But you got to keep.
When's the last
Oh,
time
he's there.
I was gonna say you got to keep him,
Yeah,
right?
it's so weird.
Hey, he's
man.
got like a
I feel
$100 million
it's
deal.
I feel like you don't often
Only if he's
see
a quarterback.
You don't often see a team that's like that had a winning season, that's been what a team's been for the last 10, 15 years, and to go into an offseason with so many questions.
I'm not worried about the salary cap either, though.
I'm just saying, figuring out who's going to do the jobs that need to be filled. It's not even like trying to figure out all that stuff is, you don't really see it.
Here's my thing. You got a lot of big pieces, important pieces that are there.
But they're up in the air, though.
Alvin Kamara's there. Michael Thomas is there.
Well, we don't know. We
don't know about Michael Thomas either.
But I mean, he's going to be fine. Like, he's not.
No. What you're missing is this. Like, he's still under, like, so you don't know what's going to come out on the video, right? And there's no jurisdiction of how they penalize him.
I get it. No,
my thing is, he's gonna get some kind of suspension.
He'll get some suspension, but he's not gonna be out for the year.
I don't. But if you miss 4 to 6 games, that's a lot.
I agree. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying, so it sounds like Michael Thomas is still bought in, like still gonna be there. That's
So
what
did
they
he
say.
have beef with Sean Payton then?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
I don't trust Michael Thomas at all.
Didn't Sean Payton maybe throw shade at him in the media? Maybe
I think so. A little bit. Talking about if you're hurt, tell me you're hurt.
Yeah, and he didn't really take heed to that too well.
Whatever the case may be, sounds like he's back on board, right? The defense is obviously solid. They're gonna have to figure out the Marcus Williams situation because I feel like we need to keep him.
Yes.
But you're gonna get. We're $72 million over the salary cap. I say we. They are $72 million over the salary cap. That's not bothering me. They'll figure that out. They always figure that out. They have their salary cap masters. They're gonna have to. I think they're gonna figure that out. They should figure that out to where they can keep Marcus Williams and then go ahead and go sign a quarterback and then go from there. But who knows? I think Bieniemy would be a great offensive coordinator hire. I think that would be a good jumpstart from him to kind of get his own voice and his own hey, look what I can do. Y'all didn't think it was me, now it's me. And then maybe jumpstart him into getting a head coaching job somewhere else. I don't know. But the staff that they're bringing, Doug Marrone's a great hire. I mean, he's a head coach experience. Was at Alabama, the rehab for coaches over there at the university.
Hell yeah, the rehab.
Speaking of the rehab, Belichick has that rehab going too in New England. They just got
Joe Judge back, yeah.
Joe Judge back.
Wow.
Which Joe Judge, what the fuck, man? What's the deal with him? You think he's he just seems like
a good dude.
He seems like a good dude, but then he does shit on the field, and you're like,
why did he do that?
What are you doing?
Quarterback sneak?
I think
or maybe it's right. Maybe he should have done it. He just got.
I think he's probably I think he's one of them dudes that's a good soldier, bad captain.
Okay. I like that. There's a lot of guys like that.
And look, I'm not saying it's gonna stay that way.
With that.
Maybe it was just a little too early for that move for him.
Yeah, but if you're a bad captain and a good soldier, you ain't ever gonna be a good captain.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Sometimes you just need to be a soldier.
Maybe, I agree.
He's more
maybe you
he's a
need to
soldier.
learn how to be a captain too. Maybe he wasn't ready for that.
True.
He threw a banger of a party though. Whenever he got fired, he threw a coach's party. He just did what like a elementary school party but with beer. He got like 15 pizzas, ordered 2 kegs, and
I love that.
Blew the whole place out. He's like, "Oh, fuck it, I'm leaving here anyway."
There's nothing worse.
Everybody over.
There's nothing worse.
Soldier move.
There's nothing worse going to a party that's like stuffy and you gotta like.
What's my relationship with this guy?
No. When you go to a party and you walk in, you're like, "Oh, this is the vibe." Okay,
this
now
is a
we're
party.
gonna get after it.
Yeah,
like, this is good stuff. Beer pong going, flip flops going. You got 50-year-olds doing all this stuff. Like this is great.
Yep.
Can't do. Oh yeah, we can do yes.
Yep.
We're trying. We're working on our
out.
vibes here. It's fine. It's fine. Tom said he's never say never. Do we say never? Or is that just just Tom just saying, you know what? Like
his window's closed.
Like it's hard for somebody to say that that's been in football that long or been in sports that long. It's hard for someone to say I'm done. Like not saying you're done and kind of leaving the door open is
Joe Judge getting the party ready, dude.
Ooh.
Man's got a couple pizzas, got some beers coming in.
Look at that.
I mean, this is gonna be. I mean, if you got the guys working like that.
I mean, look. I mean, that's teams. You said right. If you're gonna break up, pizza and beer is probably the best way to
Absolutely.
do it. In New York, you got some good zaz,
good pizzas,
some good pies.
But if you got the guys getting out the truck with the dolly, you're bringing in some brews. Dude.
Yeah,
it's about to be a blowout.
He probably had a lot of
brewskis.
If this lockout thing doesn't end late soon, I'm gonna have some kegs and some pizza.
Dude, go full White Goodman.
I'm about to be a fucking week of just of like binging and like, hey, I gotta figure out what the fuck
fucking
I'm
Chuck
gonna do.
Norris. I won that tournament.
About that seriously, like what are you doing, bro?
Tom?
The lockout. What you think?
Bro.
I mean, this everything I've been hearing and talking to, because I mean, this directly affects me. You know, it directly affects you. It directly affects a lot of people that are supposed to play baseball. Their livelihood requires baseball, requires there to be a season. Talked to my agent yesterday, and he's like, dude, it's not looking good. Not saying that we're not gonna play. There's gonna be a season, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. It doesn't look like we're gonna resolve anything in the next week or two. Which means spring training gets pushed back, which means the season maybe gets pushed back. I think they said the drop dead date for not missing a game is April 10th. Where if we
missing a game completely
for the season, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to play a full 162, they say April 10th is when the season has to start. So that means that it's February 9th. You would assume by March 9th, a month from now, spring training would have to start. You give 3 weeks of getting ready in spring training. Maybe they say, okay, we're going to keep the expanded rosters for a little bit so that pitchers don't blow out their arms early. They have a time to ramp up even during the season and start April 10th, and that way you can play 162. I don't know if that's going to happen. Doesn't seem like it's going to happen. There's no optimism that it's going to happen.
I've heard that the owner's side of it, I don't know the exact number, but they have a number in their head that basically is the cut bait line of this is when we start losing money if we miss this X amount of games.
Well, you have to assume that we know that number too.
I think we do. So I think that's why it's still such a stalemate right now, because they're wanting to put the pressure on us because they know that this can last this far into the season.
That's what they're trying to do with the
2020 year.
Well, that's what they're trying to do with the mediator. Yeah. They're saying, "Oh, we're gonna lift the lockout and bring a mediator, an independent mediator, and put in the middle." No, you're not. Yeah. We said no, that ain't happening. Yeah. And so now they have to go keep the lockout. You know, I feel bad. I don't really feel bad, but you know what? It sucks for a lot of people. Sucks for me. Sucks for you. Sucks for other guys that are in the same position. Sucks for free agents. It really, really, really sucks for Carlos Correa. Yeah. Because Carlos Correa did not sign before the deadline. They got all these big money guys that signed their big free agent deals. He had an unbelievable year last year. He led all of Major League Baseball in WAR, which is wins above replacement, which is like the number.
I still don't know what that stat means, but apparently it means a lot.
It means a lot.
It means
that's
everything.
That's what they go by. That's a lot of money. That's what a lot
days.
of free agency and arbitration deals are done by. He had the best one in all of baseball. Yeah. Over all these players, over Tatis, over. Which I don't know. How do you get over? How do you have a higher WAR than Ohtani? I don't know. But he had the highest WAR in baseball.
So you don't know how it works either. Okay, cool.
I don't know. Cool. Had the highest WAR in baseball. He says, I'm not going to sign. Now he's with Boris. Apparently Boris is running the entire union. That's what it sounds like.
Bow to your commissioner.
Huh?
I said bow to your commissioner. That's Scott Boris. He's the commissioner of baseball.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like that's what you're trying to do.
I will not say an ill word about that man. He will get you.
But
he's more scarier than China
Correa is with him now, right? That's his representation. He doesn't sign. Correa's had an issue of being hurt. Right, getting hurt, his back's kind of messed up. Last year he played full season, great year. Hey, this is how good I am. Okay, great. Going into your free agency season, perfect time to do it. Now, the season gets pushed back, doesn't sign, and now you have to wait. Now the season's going to be the lockout's lasting longer than people thought. Now you're going to have to sign late, and you're going to want your money. Well, teams are going to rush to get guys on here. You may not get the money that you wanted. The season's not as long. Now maybe you have to sign a 1-year deal. That stinks because the likelihood of you going out there and having another year like you had the year before is not very high.
It's not even
or
that.
Staying healthy for a full year.
It's not even that. There's like a real thing of comfortability, right? So like he's probably going to go somewhere else. So he's going to want to get in there as early as possible to learn.
Well, you saw what happened. You saw how Francisco Lindor.
No. But my point is he's going to want to get in there as early as possible. But they're not going to be inclined to give him the money because they're going to want to drive it down.
Right.
So like it's not going to happen that way. He's going to get in there late, and who knows how the season's going to go for.
Well, I mean, like Lindor signed his huge deal.
Yeah.
Goes out there in New York. And he doesn't have a Francisco Lindor type of season. Going to a new spot in a new place, that's tough. That's a hard thing to go. Like, you have new faces. You have new routines. You have a new place that you've never been. He was in Cleveland. You go from Cleveland to New York, that's a completely different...
And
two different markets.
Baseball's like not football, but like there is still like different lingo. Like people talking about how they go about the game different ways. And like
different organizations.
Just
different,
yeah.
Different organizations try different things, have different...
ideals on how to go
exactly,
to
and so
it's different.
There's an adjustment period. It's hard to just jump in somewhere and be that person, right? You saw a little bit with it with Bryce Harper when we went to Philly last year, second year MVP, right? So like I fully expect Francisco Lindor to ball out and be the same guy that they paid for. It's just hard. So now you have to go, and now Carlos Correa is going to have to do the same thing, but it's expedited because it's midseason.
Yeah.
You have to sign late. And knowing and being with Boris, they ain't a guarantee he's going to sign for the first day of the season.
Yeah.
He may be a free agent into the middle of the season, right? So there's just a lot of things happening to a lot of different people, right? Whether you're going to make $300 million or you're trying to get back to the big leagues.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things that are affecting people in these last 2 years of sucked.
I just wish that they would somehow find a way. Look, I get it, man. For the most part, on the owner side of it, like they're making money, right? Which I understand. I just wish that they would somehow find a way to get to a somewhat of a happy medium to put a pretty damn competitive team on the field, all while still trying to make the money, as much money as you can.
Well, that's the issue.
That's what we're trying to do. I get it,
disconnect.
and they're not budging to that as much as possible. I don't know where the middle ground is. I don't know how the conversation, but I just wish that would be the common goal with everyone, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Competitive balance.
That makes the most sense. Like
competitive, like every team in the big league should be trying to win.
Right.
Like that's what we're trying to get to, and that's the biggest hang up, the economics of that, and obviously changing some of the economics.
I don't even know
helps.
if you know this, but there was like 2 years ago where it was so in baseball there's no salary cap, there's a luxury tax, right?
Which is
it's a pseudo salary cap, right?
Yeah.
All it is basically saying is that if a team spends X amount of dollars, every dollar over it, you get taxed on it, right? So with that being said, there was like 2 years ago, there was like 18 teams that were $75 million or more below the luxury tax.
Yeah, they're using it as a
They
business.
weren't even trying to
win.
Yeah. They weren't even trying to sign guys. Like that just can't happen.
Well, you
man.
look at the Pirates and you look at those teams that
The Cubs are in this fucking racket too now.
What?
The Ricketts racket. Like they're not trying to win.
Oh, they sold off all the guys.
Yeah.
But you look at everybody's trying to beat Tampa.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do what Tampa's doing.
No.
Right? Tampa, you just can't do
The
it.
new age Moneyball.
Yeah, but like
They're
Tampa's
developing better than everyone in the league, and people don't understand.
And the other team that's probably developing close to as good as they are has a lot more money and spends more money, and that's the Dodgers.
Yeah.
The Dodgers develop.
They develop it. They spend it at the top level. They develop it,
and they let these guys go. That's why Seager's no longer in LA.
Yeah.
So they develop. They get these guys. They play really well.
And they get you paid.
And now you have the guys that coming in taking their place that are still developed, and they're supposed to be superstars.
Yeah.
So they have the money to go and get the bigger pieces to add into it. Tampa doesn't do that, but Tampa also develops all these guys, and then they do make a trade. You're like, it's almost like when Tampa makes a trade, you're like, did I get fucked on this?
Yeah. What do we not know?
Why do they want this guy?
Yeah.
So it's like when the Patriots make a trade.
Yeah.
Like,
what do we
I don't
not
wanna
know
deal with
about this
Belichick.
guy that Tampa wants him?
Yeah.
And then they go and they had a lefty who was throwing cutters. They looked at his video, they looked at his stuff, and they said, hey, you need to change this, and you need to change your grip. And all of a sudden, he starts throwing four-seam fastballs at 96, and he was throwing 89-mile-an-hour cutters before that. And now his slider is the same speed as his fastball used to be. And he got to the big league. So it's like they have this system. They have some magic wand over there that they whatever on people. Abracadabra, boom, you're an all-star.
Little pixie dust.
Abracadabra, you're 32, and now all of a sudden you're throwing 97.
They got the magic stick over there.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Never mind. I was gonna go somewhere.
It's just weird. It's just weird because I randomly saw something. You know, so like Scherzer, he tweeted something about the mediator thing, right? He tweeted something the other day, and
we need to get in a room. Yeah.
But literally, like the first 4 or 5 comments I see under it, or you guys should just basically saying like
you
the
should
player
just give
side
in.
is lucky. You should give in, and I'm like, first off, there's like 2 people in the league making Scherzer money, him and I think maybe Bauer if he plays, right? I'm like, y'all realize they're still making less than Russell Westbrook's making this year,
Right.
Like nobody's telling all the basketball players just get on the court.
And we play more games.
No, just get on the court. Like that's not a thing. Like the players' side of the baseball side of it, for the most part, just want to be paid or compensated in a way that's fair to the market of what's going on. Because there's a lot of money being made in baseball.
And listen, everything's relative. So like you look at the money, and everybody that doesn't play baseball is not in baseball. They look at them like, man, y'all are getting paid all this. I promise you, there's a lot more 100,000-aires than there are millionaires in the big leagues.
Yeah,
a lot more people are making minimum or less than $1 million than there are making Max Scherzer money. There's a lot less people doing that. There are a lot more people doing that. A lot less people making the big, but you only see the big money, right? So yeah, we are making it. We're fortunate to be making money, but you know what? We don't sign 3 or 4 year deals like the NFL does.
No.
Nothing's guaranteed until you get to arbitration. You sign that. So yeah, once you sign your contract, it's guaranteed. It's hard to get there.
No. But say look, once you sign the contract, it's all guaranteed. But people don't understand how hard it is to get to that.
Theoretically, a team owns you for 13 years.
Yeah.
Think about that. You get drafted in minor league baseball.
If it literally all goes on their timeline,
13 years.
They can do that, yeah.
So you get drafted in minor league baseball.
And this is, once again, this is before you can actually reach straight up free
agency. So 13 years, right? So they own you for six seasons in minor league baseball. Right now, there's things that help the players. You have the Rule 5 draft. If you don't get put on the 40-man roster after your third, fourth season, before you get protected, you have the Rule 5 drafts where teams can draft you, put you in the big leagues, whatever. Let's say that doesn't happen, right? Let's just say that you don't get put on the Rule 5 draft. You're on a stacked organization that has a bunch of guys ahead of you, and maybe something just hadn't clicked. You've been good, but not great. Okay, 4 years. Okay, 5 years, 6 years. Now I get drafted as a junior in college. I'm 21. Now I'm 27 as a minor league free agent. Now you're getting to the older part of your ages, right? Let's say I'm 20. Now I'm 27. My 28-year season, it clicks. 28's still young, right? Let's say it clicks. Now you get to the big leagues. Made the big leagues. Austin Nola made the big leagues at 29, right? You go to play in the big leagues now. Before you get to arbitration, you have 3 seasons of making league minimum where they can option you up and down.
So you can literally go and be MVP, which it'll incrementally go up
a little bit,
but you're still not arbitration eligible.
Yeah,
so you're
it's
really
not guaranteed.
able to make
big money.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah,
right. It's only prorated based off you're in the big league. So now you have 3 years, right? So now let's say they wait all 3 seasons. Let's say you play well and you end up getting arbitration. So 3 seasons of league minimum. Now you're 32 before you get to arbitration.
And with this being the case, if this is the case, with you being that age, chances are they're not going to give you a multi-year contract in that situation. So they're gonna year to year.
Yep. So
right?
So now you get to arbitration at 32. 1 year arbitration based off of your performance. Okay, great. You play really well. Okay, 2nd year arbitration based off your performance. Okay, you're good. You're 34 years old before you become a free agent. Now you're not done. Now you're getting maybe a 2-year deal. Maybe. You're not getting your big money, right? Now that's if you exhaust all of your time, right? So most people
it's
don't.
Worst case scenario.
Yeah. So let's say you make it to the big leagues in 4 seasons. So now I'm 25. I make it to the big leagues, up and down for a few years. I'm a free agent at 24.
24?
No. So you make it to the big leagues. You have 3 years at 25. So that's 28. You're a free agent at 32. So there's just not.
It's very hard to get.
It's very hard to get to that money. Right.
Absolutely.
Now you can sign an extension before that. It's just that's what we're trying to change.
And on top of that too, to get to free agency in baseball, it goes by service time. So your service time goes by days. So you can literally be up for 3/4 of a season. That doesn't count as a full season.
Right.
And you don't
so you don't get that. Like you
get
literally,
a full season.
yeah, like you don't get the full season.
I have parts of 5. I have 5 seasons that I've been in the big leagues. I have 3 years of time.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like it doesn't work that way.
They put together like full seasons.
Yeah.
You have to, so they're rolling back your
and
minutes,
it's to the day. It's to the day.
Yeah. And y'all aren't even trying to argue this part, are you? Like this isn't part of the negotiation.
We're trying to shrink it.
Yeah.
To make it to where you get to free agency earlier, so that you're not saying, oh yeah, we want the players younger, but then they get to free agency they're too old. They're trying to change that. They're trying to up the minimums. They're trying to do a bunch of different things to help make teams competitive. One, and to help the players say, hey, you know what, this system is a little archaic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're trying to do.
You would have to go into like change all of this. You'd almost have to rewrite all of the rules. Like there's no way y'all are going to get away with that. Like they love the system in place.
Right.
There's compromises.
That's why they're not budging, which I understand.
And there's compromises to be made for sure, but they have to have compromises. Like. Yeah, we've been compromising.
Both sides are going to have to give a little.
Yeah, and we're willing to do that, but they haven't done that.
No.
Owners have not done that.
The arbitration thing is just like ridiculous to me because like 6 years and like you're saying hypothetically 13 years. Like that's a long time to just be like.
It's hard to get there. It's hard to stay in the big leagues and establish yourself, and having consecutive good seasons in the big leagues is hard. Right? Especially if you're not guaranteed. Now, if I have a good season, I'm guaranteed that next year, okay, I'm mentally and physically, I just know that I'm going to have an opportunity to, if I start off slow, I have an opportunity to come out of it.
It's not even just that too. It's like once you're guaranteed, look, they owe you that money. They're on the hook for it, so they're more likely
to give you more opportunity.
Like you know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. Nobody wants to pay you to go home and sit on the couch and make the money. So like they're more likely to give you that. But if they ain't got to do that until you've literally been in the league for 6 years, well, anyway, it's tough.
It's there's a lot of change that needs to be made. That's why the players are so gung ho about holding out. And I mean, I appreciate it. It sucks, but I do appreciate it's been a long time coming. I think everybody knew going into the CBA that it was going to be a knockout, drag out fight.
Yeah.
If you tried to fix everything in one fell swoop, how long would that take? Like you would miss multiple seasons, right?
No, one season. If you said, "Hey, everything needs to be changed," they wouldn't agree to it. Nobody would agree.
No one would agree to that, which that's understandable.
But look, there will be a season. They may miss a few games. I don't think it's going to go into June like some people think it is. I don't think it's going to go. I think it's going to be. Hopefully, we don't miss any games, but there's a chance that it goes extended, which means. Leads me into the stuff that we're going to do. We're going to add a show. So
Fridays with the
we're
boys.
Doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday now here instead of just Monday,
Let's
Wednesday.
go!
While we're here. More sellable time, more sellable ads, more segments, more of Jay Mitch on the show. And
breaking news.
We can convince him on here.
Get back to
arbitration. Convince him to stay here for to be our guy, to be one of our co-hosts for another show for a week. But more guests. LSU baseball is going to be popping. We're going to have some live streams of the LSU baseball games with the boys in here.
One more week until
we have the boys in the room in the watch party room. We're gonna be watching some games.
Is this the best week like before baseball season? Is like the time where you just like
tell you this.
A little time.
That week,
a little bit of buzz in the park.
It's next week.
Yeah.
It's that Monday of game week. You're like, damn.
That's real.
God, we're here.
It's game week, bro.
Great.
You have not the dress rehearsal, but the dress rehearsal. Like, hey, we're gonna play under the lights. We're gonna have some practice under the lights. We're gonna have
little uniform.
We're gonna have we're
Hold
gonna
up,
play
did y'all
in the
see
gamers.
the piping on the pants? Purple
yeah, well,
piping?
we had the piping.
I know.
We had the piping, which
we
I'm a big fan of the piping.
Yeah,
so that's cool to see them bring that back.
Wait, did they put it on the jerseys too? Because the white just looks.
I don't
like
know. I don't know if it's on the jersey too.
The rumor is that, and I was told this yesterday, they're trying to move the white home Friday games. They're trying to make the white uniforms the pinstripes.
I like those better than the all.
I really do like.
I like the pinstripes. I like the pinstripes better.
Yeah.
So what was y'all favorite uniform?
The pinstripes.
Pinstripes.
But that was our midweek uni.
Yeah.
I mean, the gold thing had the magic for a while, but like that ran out.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of. I like the uniform with the piping. I think it's a clean look.
These
They've
look
gone away
great.
from
Yeah,
it
these
for a
look
while.
great.
Yeah.
Yes.
They've gone away, even with the jerseys when we used to have the piping on. I thought it was
with
clean.
it, right?
Yeah.
But these next couple weeks are big, so we're gonna add some shows. We're gonna do some more content. We're gonna have some stuff. We're gonna have Lloyd getting his neck frozen again.
Look at this thing. It's already.
Look, you got the gobble gobble out of there.
Yeah, look at this thing.
Yeah. It was one of the worst cases she's ever seen.
That's a lie. She basically said, "Hey, this isn't that bad."
She told him he didn't have enough to suck.
Yeah.
And look at where I'm at now.
That is what she said. That is what she said.
I thought that was your friend.
Hey, bro.
But yeah, so we have some big. Even though it sucks that the lockout's going, it sucks that I'm not here.
That looks good.
Yeah, piping's fire.
Piping is. I'm all in on the pipe.
You think he hammered that, or you think the ball he swung underneath?
It looks like he might be a little over the top.
It depends on how quick he gets the barrel to it.
Yeah.
If he drags the barrel too low, that's Thompson. If he drives the barrel too low, that ball is either getting fouled off or swinging and missing. But if he comes up a little bit with the hands, that ball's a homer probably. But we don't know.
He's not even with the ball right now. Currently, he's under it.
We don't know. We'll see.
Is that a purple mitt? That's aggressive.
Purple mitt.
Yeah.
Is that Marucci? Do they do all the
Yeah,
equipment now?
Marucci.
Yeah, custom gloves.
Custom gloves,
Yeah.
bro. Wait, y'all didn't have custom gloves?
We had Rollins.
Yeah, we did, but
it was basically.
But you couldn't do the stuff that they do with it.
You couldn't do colors.
Just like put your name on it type thing.
Put your name on it.
Little flag.
I think
segment.
Was there like different color string? Like
maybe. I don't even think we could do that.
I don't even know if we could do that.
Maybe white strings on a black glove. But
you couldn't do like the team specific colored stuff like that. That wasn't a thing.
What'd you have?
When I was here,
Mm-hmm.
we had Rawlings gloves.
Y'all use Easton bats?
Easton bats.
That I remember.
And we were just before the Nike uniform, so I think we still had Russell then.
I had Nike my junior year.
There you go.
Russell uniforms were fire.
But the uniforms are actually
Russell uniforms fit the.
We had
Fit
Russell
way
uniforms in high school.
Yeah, they fit way better.
They were nice.
You could get a little bit baggier pants.
Yeah, Russell too.
They could fold over the pants or the shoes.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm a big Nike fan,
baggy.
but I have no clue what they've been doing with the college baseball pants for the past.
Yeah,
5
they've
years.
been brutal. They look like paper.
They don't even look like baseball pants. They're like, what are y'all doing? To
They're
these
making
kids?
you do like the little league maneuver where you do like you have to do the tatis where you just wear it on your ankles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
It's either that or pull it up.
I'm not. I don't know. But
Clean it up.
we're gonna take a 30-second break, regroup, figure out what our curtain calls and stuff are. Send you guys home on this Wednesday. Talk about what's for lunch.
Oh.
But because I'm getting hungry, big lunch day, getting hungry. I don't know what we want. We're gonna regroup.
Yeah, we're gonna
give us a minute.
during the break.
You're listening to, watching Mik'd Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive.
Gearing up for spring and summer down here in South Louisiana, and you want to keep your lawn maintained during these sunny seasons, get in touch with our friend Blake Abear over at Abear's Lawn Maintenance, where he says, you grow it, I mow it. 225-485-8022. 225-485-8022 is where you can find Abear's Lawn and Maintenance, the official lawn and maintenance company of the undisclosed location. Do you have questions about your finances? Are you looking for recommendations from a skilled financial advisor? Get in touch with our friend Daniel Newman over at Edward Jones. You can find him easily by logging online and shooting him an email at daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. That is daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. Whether it is help with your 401k or just fiscal advice heading into the new season, get in touch with Daniel today. Best way to do it? Email him, daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. He's our experienced financial advisor. Let him be yours, daniel.newman@edwardjones.com.
We are live.
We are live.
We are live. Welcome back to Mik'd Up.
You were doing that on purpose.
We are live. Welcome back to Mik'd Up. Mik'd Up.
We are live.
12:30 on Wednesday, February 9th. We are going to let you guys go home in about 15-20 minutes.
30 minutes.
Enjoy some lunch. Yeah, Lloyd tries to drag this thing out here, but
stretching it.
We got our curtain calls. We got our what's for lunch. We got our recap with the bets. Lloyd, can you pop that back up there so people can see it? I know it's in the thing. Boom, boom.
Big graphics.
We got this. We got we got a lot of basketball. A lot of
basketball.
A lot of small
Sean
school,
White.
A lot of small school basketball. We got Sean White and curling from Lloyd, of course.
Let's go.
Our guy is dabbling in some hockey. With some of his hockey bets, and then Jack is Jack's feeling it right now.
Jack must be up.
Jack's feeling
yeah, or way
feeling
down.
something.
He's up.
I don't know what he's feeling. But he's feeling something.
Jack is 100% up.
Jack may be too much on some release med right now.
Yeah, that's right. He's all the way up in Stores, Connecticut. Not a lot to do, man.
Is it legal in Connecticut?
I think nobody cares, man.
I don't know.
Is it?
Yeah.
Legal in Connecticut.
There you go.
It's about to be legal everywhere. But we have this segment, Curtain Call. We're going to start getting some really cool graphics for that's in the works.
More graphics.
Give you a little bit of idea of what Curtain Call is. If you've ever watched a baseball game, if you've ever watched something big happen in a baseball game, or really any sporting event, a curtain call is basically like a tip of the hat. You come back out, crowd's it, tip of the hat. It's always a good, feel-good stuff. I want to leave the show on a feel-good moments of what's going on. So that's kind of what curtain call is. I asked a lot of the guys to have something good, feel good, whether it's in sports, in life, in culture, whatever it is. That's what we want. Sometimes we don't come prepared. Sometimes we do. Today, I think half of us are prepared, and sometimes it'll be on a whim. Curtain Call will be our last segment. It is for sale. Whoever wants to sponsor Curtain Call.
It is for sale.
Shameless plugs.
Place is open.
Shameless plugs. But before we do Curtain Call, we have a segment called What's for Lunch. And What's for Lunch is brought to you by Doe's Eat Place, which we had on Monday. The Doe's burger from Doe's is fire. Probably one of the best in Baton Rouge, maybe the best in Baton Rouge. Only have it for lunch because the shavings of all the steak and the meat they grind up and make them into patties. Can't do that every day. It's super special, only for lunch. Very fire. Tamales are really good over there. The steaks are really good over there. The vibe is really good over there. It's a great spot. So thank you to Doe's Eat Place.
Absolutely. You're essentially eating a steak burger. Like
that's exactly what you're eating.
It's not a hamburger. Now this is a
A
man-made
lot
steak.
of good parts of the
steak, the trimmings, yes,
are there. You know,
I mean, he gave us the price point if he had to put it on the menu, and it's too much. It doesn't make sense.
So we don't want that. It's special. It's only special. It's only for lunch. So What's for Lunch segment is sponsored by Doe's Eat Place. With that said, what is for lunch?
What's for lunch?
What are you thinking about?
I don't know.
What kind of food y'all thinking? What kind of
I've been on a big sandwich kick. I know
both
sandwiches.
We had Chivo.
Yeah, I ate American Market yesterday.
Ooh, A&M fire.
That's my spot.
I
You
know what I could go with is some Ingas. I
had Ingas like
never
2-3 weeks ago.
Did you?
Still don't disappoint.
Still good. What'd you get? A steak?
Nah, dude, I went with a shrimp sandwich.
Oh, is it good?
Shrimp?
It's great.
Fried?
It's
shrimp
great.
sandwich.
She put some love in that thing.
Some scrim.
Yeah, it was good to go.
Some scrim.
Scrims.
I'm thinking maybe like some Mediterranean, like maybe like Romans or something.
We've been on a chicken and rice kick.
Yeah, we have been on a chicken and rice kick.
I might be down on that.
I feel like I'm on a chicken and rice kick for life.
Let's say it might be down for it. Yeah.
I'm thinking that may be it. I don't know. I don't want to be the one to call it.
I think that might be the call, though. I don't think
you're good with that?
I think I would be weighing on that.
You good with that?
I'm good with that.
I don't know if you like that.
Yeah,
maybe.
Maybe so.
Maybe. We'll talk more about it. Okay, so what's fun? Romans.
Romans.
We're gonna get some Greek and Lebanese food. My people.
Absolutely.
My people.
Well, you got to get ready for the wedding, dude.
Yeah, that's right. On that, nice segue into the curtain call. Lloyd got a curtain call. I think he's proud of this one.
I am. I was going to play the video. We can't hear the audio, but the crowd can, if that's okay.
Yep,
so here we go.
Go for it.
Here we go. Work. Oh, it's buffering. Oh. Not a curtain call. Fuck this guy. Anyway, so he said he was going Jeopardy, and they asked him what he does for a living, and he said, I'm a stay-at-home uncle. And so this guy's just been grinding at home, watching Jeopardy every day with his sister's kid, and so that's how he got to be on Jeopardy. He starts watching every episode of Jeopardy every day, gets good enough at it because all he does is stay at home and babysit his sister's kid, and now he's on Jeopardy, crushing it. I don't know.
How about the guy from LSU? There's a guy from LSU that's on Jeopardy. I think there's like I don't know if it's college Jeopardy. Whoa, get out of my garage.
There you go.
Whoa.
I don't know if it's a college Jeopardy.
Number one.
He's
That's
winning.
the After Dark episode. Chill out.
the
Mikey After Dark.
Max. That's the Skinner Max episode. But he's kind of, I think he's winning. He moved on to the next thing. I don't know. I could be giving some wrong details, but he's there, right? So your curtain call is this poor guy, this poor stay-at-home uncle who's...
No, not a poor guy. This guy's gaming the system. Are you kidding me? To be able to make money not only off babies, he doesn't have a job. He's
a stay-at-home uncle.
He's a stay-at-home uncle and gets to watch Jeopardy.
That may be the only stay-at-home uncle I've ever heard of.
Ever. That's what I'm saying. What a pull to be on national television and say, what's your profession? I stay at home and babysit my sister's kids.
He's one of
and
one.
He's like, I'm a stay-at-home uncle.
Very special.
Dude, hat tip to you, sir, for rigging the game.
Very special. Okay. Curtain call to stay-at-home uncle.
Absolutely. Oh, whoa.
Hey, back to it.
There we go.
My curtain call, shout out to my sister. I have twin sisters. One's married, 2 kids. The other one is just now getting married in Napa Valley. Give her a round of applause for my sister. Curtain call to my sister. I'm leaving tomorrow to fly out to Napa Valley for a wedding with my sister, for my sister, in the wedding. Looking forward to it. Get to bring her down the aisle. It's going to be a really cool experience for us. Get to do the first dance with her, the father-daughter dance. My dad will have
a big day
for you. It's a big day. It's a big day.
Nice. Yeah,
so shout out, hat tip to my sister.
I always thought that might have been me.
Huh?
You know, we were in school at the same time.
Who? My sister.
Yeah. I always thought I had a chance, didn't?
Swing and miss.
Try though?
Swing and miss.
Did you try?
No.
You didn't shoot your shot.
Well, I'm not
You
a
miss
big
all the
shooter.
shots you don't shoot.
He's not a big shooter.
Dribbling
Not
on
a
the
big
court,
shooter.
just didn't shoot.
Yeah, he's just dribbling. You got 10 seconds.
Lloyd's not a shooter.
Cross half
Yeah,
court.
second
Lloyd.
ball.
Cross half court.
There's layers to my game.
Great
you know?
assist guy, though.
I'm curious.
That was a long
I'm
line
curious
to get
see
in.
about your game. How is your game? What is your game?
You know, it is what it is. I'm not a big.
Are you the funny guy? Is that your game?
Yeah, more. I have to be. As you saw yesterday, I have to be able to talk. I can't get in the room. I'm not a club guy. I can't be able to do that. So I have to be able to lay the foundation because I'm not good looking.
Okay.
So there's got to be something about me that I have to bring to the
I'm a
table.
little bit of both.
Yeah.
I'll throw in some jokes, but like, oh yeah,
You
I
wanna
look
vibe?
good. I
You
got the
wanna vibe?
beard.
I
I
feel
usually like the
myself.
beard, you know.
That's
So
all right.
so you know,
don't have confidence in yourself. Though. You guys gotta have confidence in you.
I usually throw a little confidence in there and then throw a little joke out there. You make them laugh, you're in. If she grins, I'm in.
Yeah, there you go.
If she grins, I'm
She
in.
grin, I'm in.
All right.
There you go.
That's good. All right. Well, that's it. That's my curtain call. I don't know if y'all got curtain call.
My
You
curtain
got
call
one.
of the day is Kayla Pointer from the women's basketball
Okay.
team. She's on the Wade Trophy watch list for the best women's
she had a
basketball player in the
triple-double the other
country.
day, didn't
Yes.
Fuck around and get a triple double.
Let's
I
go.
mean, she's been balling.
I like it. I'm gonna just shout out and give a very, 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 very run of the mill one, but it's curtain calls to the men's basketball team.
Hey,
you get back on the wagon. March is right around the corner.
Get
Time
hot.
to start feeling good about
Boys get
yourself
hot
right
again.
now. And roll with it.
yeah,
There you
like
go.
it. Round of applause for the basketball team. Round of points for Caleb Pointer. Fuck around, got a triple double. Fuck around, got off the schneid.
There you
One. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to your guy from Jeopardy. I don't know his name.
Shout out Dos Equis.
Shout out to Dos Equis. Shout out to Heineken.
Had a little wrench water.
Heineken. Boom.
Hello,
Get the camera. Get the little camera view. Get the camera view. Nope. There it is.
Lloyd, we gotta
Shout out to Heineken.
that up button.
Big sponsor.
I know.
Shout
I
out,
get him confused.
Shout out to our people. I know. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get Heineken. That's what you told me to do.
Shout out to our people at Sterling Automotive, my people in Lafayette. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful. It's been great working with you. Jesus.
Jesus, Lord. Mikey, take a seat.
Take a seat.
I'm gonna go ahead and sit down right now.
Take a
I'm
seat.
trying to give the people some love.
This guy over here is getting all zoomed in on me and shit.
Getting you ready for the wedding, dude.
Hey, nice. Oh, you gonna get my glove?
Yeah.
Shout
Not
out.
a gamer.
Boom.
Mahtook. Here
Boom.
we go.
Was it? Maybe almost was a gamer. Almost made the cut. Yeah. Shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to Sterling Automotive. Y'all have been great. Gonna continue to be great. We're gonna continue to be great for y'all. And shout out to all of you listening and watching. Subscribe, like, share it, tell your friends. If you don't like it, that's fine. Tell your friends you don't like it. Maybe they'll like it.
Got a lot of good feedback.
We've been getting some good feedback. We're trying to grow. We're trying to do it. If you have suggestions, you have ideas, you have things that we can improve on, go ahead and send a chat. Send Lloyd an email and bitch at him. It's just
Yeah, Lloyd at JordyClaudershow.com. Soon to be Lloyd at MikeDup.com.
yeah, we have Lloyd or FM, whatever it is.
Big email guy.
If you want to get mad, at us, or if you want to sponsor, if you want to have anything to do with Mik'd Up, you can email Katie at fm.co. FM is EFFEMM.co.
Whoa.
Forget the M.
Do it again.
EFFEMM.co. No M
That's
on the
firm
CO.
right there. That's good.
Right? Katie at, I'm not going to spell it again, fm.co.
KATI.
All your complaints, all your compliments, everything you need to say, please direct it to her, not me. I
just
like to
have
not
any-
hear from it. She
yeah.
will tell me, and she will scold me. I like to get scolded by her, not you. Please.
Any problems in life, she'll answer those too. Just life advice.
Ooh, she has some great. She has some great life
Katie
advice.
does give great
She's
advice.
the best of us all,
Really
no
is.
doubt.
Best
She is
of
the
both
best.
worlds.
She runs the household for sure. This is the house of the boys, and she runs it, and she keeps us in check, no doubt.
No
Big
doubt.
mom energy.
Yeah. But that's it. This is Mik'd Up. It's been a pleasure. Had
has
some
been.
fun. We had a little snafu. Chad's gonna be here next Wednesday. Jay Mitch showed up. Lloyd showed up. Stewie showed up. The boys showed up.
That's all you can ask for.
All you can ask for is just show up and perform.
Friday
That's
next
it.
week or this week?
We're gonna do Friday
Oh, yeah, you
next
got
week
the
because I'm
wedding.
being in Napa. So next week we're gonna start. The show will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. live from 11 to 1. We're going to start posting stuff on Tuesdays and Thursdays, just like clips and stuff, and just making sure that we have a lot of content, everything that you need. Like I said, if there's something you want to hear, athletes you want to see, hear from, talk to, there's no shame in our game. We'll reach out to whoever. So holler at us, email us, tweet us, comment on everything.
Subscribe to us.
Unsubscribe and resubscribe.
Get us to 1,000 before Friday.
Yeah,
Next
get us
Friday.
to 1,000 so we can start making some money, so we can start doing some cool ass things.
That's right.
Eventually, we want to start taking some PJs like Pat McAfee and go to the Super Bowl and shit.
Yeah. We should be in Los Angeles. Or is it next year?
Trying to put $50K on the coin toss too.
That's right.
Ooh, yeah, $50K on the coin toss. And look,
big bets.
he starts winning bets. He starts giving out money to his viewers. That's what we want to start doing. We want to start making fuck you money.
People.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
Again, February 9th, Wednesday, you're listening to Mik'd Up. Brought to you by Sterling Automotive.
Shout out Cool Sculpting.
Shout out. It's not Cool Sculpting.
It's
It's cool sculpting, but shout out to where we went.
Aesthetics.
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 You're gonna mess it up.
What is
Lloyd,
it?
do you even know
don't
where you
what it
work?
is either.
Skincare.
Shout out to it's skincare aesthetics.
Shout out to
Aesthetics.
skincare aesthetics.
Shout out to skincare aesthetics
And my
for
girl
getting
Chico.
Lloyd's chicken
Chicken
gobbled
skin.
chicken neck
neck.
out the way.
And I got to watch a little home
Still
team,
doesn't
baby.
have enough to suck, but it's
All
all
right.
right.
Oh my God.
Enjoy the rest of your day. It's Mik'd Up, brought to you by Sterling
I hope
Automotive.
you're
Peace.
sleeping alone tonight, Stewie.
I am.